600,000 to 800,000 men, women, and children are bought and sold across international borders every single year for forced labor or commercial sex, and half of these are said to be children. This is from United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, 2012. Human trafficking is something that happens every single day. Many people are not very educated on this issue, and I feel that if people were more educated and knew more about the issue, they would be more willing to help. I'm going to cover reasons as to why sex trafficking happens, what you can do to help, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about one of my favorite organizations that helps combat sex trafficking. Many people wonder why sex trafficking happens so often. According to Siddharth Kara, the author, and this is a picture of the book, Sex Trafficking Inside the Business of Modern Slavery, 2009. There are three main reasons as to why sex trafficking happens. The first being people are just generally uneducated on the problem. People think, oh, this happens in third world countries, places far away from here. This doesn't happen where I live. Sadly, that's not true. It does happen, and it happens everywhere. It may be, oh, private massage, and it's not really a massage. There's a lot of different things that they can do to hide what's really happening, but it does happen everywhere. Secondly, the organizations that help combat the issues with sex trafficking are extremely underfunded. They have a lot to do. They provide safe houses, they provide education and all kinds of things. They need a lot of money, and a lot of people, like I said, are uneducated about it, and they don't get a whole lot of money or nearly the amount of money that they need. And thirdly, the laws are poorly enforced. Another thing that people are generally curious about is why sex trafficking happens. They know it happens, but they wonder why, or how do people get taken into that. One of the things is, obviously, if you've seen Taken, you can get kidnapped, accidents happen, stuff like that. Or you can be promised a better job. You can be promised a better life. Your parents can send you off to the sex trade, which happens in a lot of areas, but poor areas generally. And false marriage proposals is another reason as to why sex trafficking happens. According to the United Nations Population Fund, traffickers target poor communities and may show up during a drought or before the harvest when food is scarce to persuade poor families to sell their daughters for small amounts of money. This is a terrible issue in this country alone, but luckily there are many things that you can do to help. With such a big issue, there are generally three things that you can do to help. First off, you can educate people on the issue. Like I said before, many people think that it doesn't happen everywhere, and many people think that it doesn't happen as often as it does, and the 600 to 800,000, a lot of people don't know that it's that much either. If people were more educated, they would be more willing to help with the issue. If they knew ways that they could help, donate, buy from their store, all kinds of things, people would be more educated and people would help more often. Secondly, you can pressure leaders in your area to take a stand. You can even write up a list or go meet them somewhere and tell them, hey, this is an issue and I really want our area to do something about it. And generally they will be respectful and they will try and work something out with you. And lastly, you can give to a rehabilitation program. I picked out one rehabilitation program to focus on mainly, and that is Rapha House. Rapha House is a nonprofit organization that exists to love, rescue, and heal children who have been rescued from sex trafficking rehabilitation, from raphahouse.org. Rapha House works with many organizations in order to transfer girls over to their safe homes. People transfer the girls from dangerous areas and take them over to their safe houses. And upon entering the safe houses, the girls are treated with love and respect, and a lot of the times they're even given a doll because it's kind of giving them a chance to regain the childhood that they lost. So they're given a doll, they get to play with other children, and then next, whenever the child is ready to take that next step, they are offered vocational training programs to help generate money for their families and to gain some skills, necessities, things that are going to help them later in life. And, towards the end, if they're ready to leave, they can leave, or if it's safe to leave. Or they can stay in the program and continue with what they were doing, which a few people choose to do. There are many ways that you can help with Rapha House. They have a store that you can buy things from. You can buy purses, shirts, hats, wallets, and I have something here. I have a purse that I got from Rapha House. And one of their vocational programs is sewing. And so someone sewed this, and it still has the tag on it from Rapha House, and it says on the back that the girl who made this, his identity is, cannot be told, or anything can be shared about her for various reasons, but this is a purse that I have from there, so you can buy something from their store, or you can also donate, and donations go towards many things, including counseling or social services, education, shelter, security, basic necessities. Overall, sex trafficking is a huge problem, and many people are unaware about it. There's many things that you can do to help, and I have covered those. I have also covered the reasons for sex trafficking, and I talked a little bit about Rapha House and what you can do to help Rapha House. Hopefully, after hearing my speech, you will know more about sex trafficking, and you will be more willing to help. Just a single donation can help save a life. You can visit raphahouse.org to donate or for more information. Thank you.